Hey guys, so today I'm gonna show you guys just some plants that I picked up for this shady area that we have underneath this oak tree. So this flower bed gets some morning sun and then it's really dappled through the afternoon during the summertime. It's an area that's kind of hard for me because I tend to draw towards like flowers that need a lot of sun. So this has been kind of a learning experience for me. I decided I'm going to just, as I see hostas that I like and just some different shade loving annuals, just to like tuck in some more plants as I go, as I find them. Some that have a lot of different foliage, like textures and colors and stuff like that, because in this area it's kind of hard to find things that like shade that have blooms. So I mean, this hydrangea, I'm actually gonna probably add another one like this because it is doing wonderful back here. It looks like it needs water. I was thinking about adding another one right beside it so that fills in that whole back area, and then just filling in this area with more hosta. I found some annuals and some hosta. So this one here is a plantation lily hosta, Great Expectations. So I have two of these, and then these get 30 by 30, pretty big. And then I have some caladiums and some coleus. But I'm thinking about adding them in this pot and then just filling up the actual ground area with perennials. So I'm gonna plant the pot and see how I like it, and then plant the hosta in the ground and go from there. So I'm gonna add some of this flower tone to the pot. Then I have potting soil, and then I'm actually, when I dig the hole, I'm going to add potting soil around, take the dirt that's there out, and then I have to go grab some biotone to put down into the holes for the hosta, and then get everything watered in, and that's gonna be it. Okay, so I ended up doing the annuals in the pot because, I don't know, I just like this area. I'd rather spend the time putting perennials in than having to dig the hole, put an annual in, and then have to replace it anyways. So some people have actually taken the caladiums, let me show you these ones, really pretty leaf, in and had them as a house plant. Really pretty for like Christmas decorations and stuff like that. The coleus, I'm not sure, you could probably do that too, but like once those get a certain size, I don't know how they do after growing like that. I just think this is like a really pretty combo. The dark red and green, and then the bright red and green in this pot. They're both, I would say the caladiums are gonna get just a smidge bigger maybe than the coleus, but the coleus is gonna fill in these sides and just fill this pot in really nicely. And it just looks really pretty in the wind. Sitting here, adding some more color. Then that's one of the hosta. So that one's gonna get pretty big, like the size of that as well. So like that'll fill in a nice circle over here. That'll fill in a nice circle over here. So then when I step back, it'll be a nice hosta over here and hosta over here. And then just gonna, you know, add as I find plants that I really like. I would like to add some things here in the spaces between these evergreens that add some more, just a different color. I think I'm gonna go over and I've got some more plants to plant over here. So I have a Heart to Heart lemon blush. That's the caladium. And then the coleus is a Kong series coleus. Alrighty, that's my addition to my little shade garden area over here. It's hard, like that's something that is just not a strong suit for me, is finding shade loving plants. With our soil, they kind of have to be plants that can put up with a lot. So, and then I do have tulips all around this tree, but once those are gone, there's no color here and it's just empty. So I actually planted that hosta right there over top of tulips, and they, like, the tulips came up and then the hosta actually started to come up when the tulips started to die down. It was really nice. So I thought that would be really cool just to add hosta in here. When the tulips are done, you know, the hosta will start coming up and just adding some more color. But I did want to find some hosta that have like the bright green and bright white and just curly leaves and flat leaves and just a whole bunch of different textures to put in there. Adding some more like that hydrangea in the back colors and stuff like that. And then maybe finding some shade loving annuals just to pop in the front here. I thought about doing like a bright red or some pinks, just something that would brighten this corner up, because this is like the first thing we see when we come up our driveway. So alrighty, on to the next one. Okay, I ended up leaving the middle part open because I think I want to do something else in the center part that kind of, I don't know, brings some other interest. But these are back here, one right there, and right there. So that's just gonna fill in a nice little area with the red in the back, and then I'm gonna find something else to put in the front there. And then the other two I actually decided to put up here. So this would just be a fun little something to put in front of there, but I do kind of have to watch myself because the tulip drift is like right in there. Living their best life right now. Alrighty, last two are done. So these will just fill in really nicely right there, and I just think the like chartreusey color next to this silvery green is really pretty. So I'm just gonna finish with that. I think it'll look really nice having those two right there. The pot obviously is gonna move when the annuals are done, but I don't even know if I want to have it in front of the rose like that. Might move that just because if I fertilize my roses again, they will bloom again, so we'll see. Alrighty, that is my perennial and some annual haul that I got just recently. I picked them up at Lowe's. They were reasonably priced, which is why I bought them, because I was like kind of done for this season. But as I find something that I like, I try to tuck it in when I can and just add some more color and some pretty things to my flower beds and just the gardens. I don't know, it takes a lot of time, and I think it's harder too for me because I have to supplement with soil when I plant something in the ground, just because our ground is really hard and clay, so I have to put some loofy soil in there. But once they're in there, then it's, you know, hands off. But it's kind of hard for me to get big plants, because then I have to dig a huge hole and it just takes a lot of time. So I just slowly pick at it and find little plants that I like, add them when I can. But yeah, that's just some ideas that I put in my shade area, and then some for more sunny areas. But I'm gonna call it a day for that, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for hanging out with me, and share your guys's like shade ideas or plants that you guys like. I would love ideas and recommendations. If you have soil like me, please share what you like to plant, because the more ideas, the better. All right, hope you all have a really amazing day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.